what are the expectations and results that you want, right? This is sitting down. And again, when I talk about this, guys, there's three avenues that I want you to think about. You have your personal, which is your relationship with your spouse. You have your professional, which is your business, your schooling, you work for somebody, your employment, whatever it is, your business, your professional. And then you have family, which nobody really understands that there's three different avenues when you talk about goals and journeys in your life. They all work differently, okay? So what are your expectations? You've got to sit down with your spouse, your business partner, your kids. When you're talking about, hey, you know what? My goals are going to be that I want to do X in X amount of time. It's going to take this. You have to, everybody in this room has different expectations. Everyone. I could guarantee you, if we would sit here and we would say, what are the expectations of your game plan, your journey? What are they? They are always brought. We would talk. I could guarantee you, ask your neighbor, and you're going to see that, wow, that's not what I want. I want this. But that has to be clear. You need to be clear. You need to know exactly what are you expecting with the amount of time you're putting into it, the amount of time that you're losing with your families, with your friends. Everybody's different. So that has to be very clear, especially with your spouse, if you're in business, with your partner, and with your family, your kids. For example, my kids, I was not a housewife. I worked every single day, but I chose that. And I was very clear that I was gonna miss out time with my kids. There was times that I didn't put them to bed, right? But we knew that. My kids knew that. My husband knew that. He was expecting the same. We were aligned. We knew where we wanted to go. Prioritizing your needs. Again, what is your prioritizing? Mine and Bobby's are so different. We wake up in the morning and Bobby has a to-do list that is da, 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 da. Bobby wakes up and cannot wait to get into his to-do list. And until that to-do list is not done, he won't go to sleep. It doesn't matter at what time. And sometimes he finishes it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And you know what? Good for him. High five, he walks out and he goes do whatever he wants to do. There's days that we don't finish work until 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. We don't have a time set, but he knows what his priority is. So he does daily priorities. I do weekly priorities. Completely different. I do my list and I know that by the end of the week, I need to get it done. I'm a person that I love friends. I love my family. I love to have fun. I enjoy my life to the fullest, I say. So if there's a Monday and my son or my daughter or my grandbabies call me and they say, hey, there's an event that the babies have at school. Do you want to come? I'm like, oh yeah, this will get done tomorrow. But you know, I know that it has to get done before Friday. If a friend of mine calls me, now, let's not get it confused. I'm in a different stage in life right now, okay? At the beginning, I couldn't do this. Now I can. But Bobby, still, even though that he can, he won't. Bobby will not let go, not even to go see his grandkids at school. He won't let go. If he has a to-do list and it's not done, he will not walk out. It doesn't matter who it is. So that's where I'm saying your priorities have to know, you have to let everybody know in your ecosystem what are your priorities. If you work for somebody, you have to let them know, hey, you know what, if by any chance one day my granddaughter or my son or my husband calls me, can I take an extra hour to go to lunch with them? Or you have your own business, you want to do that, you have to make sure that your team is covering you. But your priorities have to be known. You have to let you all know what they are so that way there's no fight, there's no argument, there's no misunderstanding. It continues to work. Your business, your family, your partnerships, they continue to work. How and when will success be measured? So for success, a lot of people, I guarantee you, if I ask here, what is success for you? Everybody's gonna say money, to be rich, to be rich. I wanna be rich, I wanna be rich. Well, success is not measured by money, by no means. And trust me, I've been down in the ground, like as low as I could be. I've been in the middle, I've been on the top. Success is not money. Success is what you feel, that you can feel proud of something you did, something you accomplished, something you did with your family. That's success. But a lot of people take success differently. So if success is money for you, you got to let your partners know. You got to let your business partner know. You got to let your kids, listen, kids, money, I need to have a certain amount of money in the bank. So I'm going to let you go on the side for a little while because I need to get there. When I get there, we'll go back to doing things together. And then they know. Instead of having a kid, Mommy, you didn't come to my game, or Mommy, you didn't pick me up for school. You didn't communicate with them. You didn't let them know that right now you're in a path of a journey that you need to stay forward. And they're there, but they have to understand that you might be missing out. It might not be, for some housewives, it might be success that you have raised your children and that you've gotten them to college. And you're okay, that's great. You're a housewife. That is the biggest job. I congratulate every single one of you that have stayed at home with your children and raised them, because that is a harder job than being an entrepreneur. So for me, I can't be that mom. I've never have been. I'm there for my children. To this day, my kids are my life. But I wanted to be, my success was being a successful businesswoman. That's what I call success. To this day, I still don't feel completely fulfilled because I still want to accomplish more. So where is it that your success is at? Again, you have to talk to your spouse, you have to talk to your business partner, and you have to talk to your children so that you could feel complete and that journey that you're going to be on is done successfully with no chaos. Of course, you're going to have up and down, guys. This is not that I'm telling you that you're going to have the perfect world. I'm paving this beautiful world. No, we still go through up and downs, still in this stage of our lives. With my children, with my husband, with our business partners. I mean, it's not all, beautiful, but you could do it way easier and faster if you take these steps that I'm telling you. Because again, failures have been my doctorate degrees. So, and it's been amazing to be able to now in this stage of my life that I'm able to take all of this and let's go. I navigate it. I'm the one navigating the boat here. We all have our own. So, navigating the journey. This is something, some of you already have heard this. Some of you have already implemented this in your lifestyle. And when anybody asks me, how did you and Bobby make it through 33 years this year and still together? You're still work together, you play together, you're always together, and you've been able to get through life. Ups, downs, goods, bad. This is it, guys. 3 things: communicating effectively, compromising as needed, romancing, and edifying. So important. And we're going to go into details one by one, because this is, for me, my lifesaver in life. To today, we still do this. Me and Bobby just sat down Thursday, and we had a huge session of communication, because your life changes on a monthly, yearly, quarterly basis. You change. Things come into your life that just switches up where you're at, what you need to do in order to complete that stage that you're in. So communicating effectively is so important. Your goods, your bads, your wants, your needs, the must. And sometimes it's not nice to communicate what you want to communicate to that spouse, to that business partner, or to your children. This works on all 3 lanes that I'm talking about. And another thing is communicating efficiently. You know why? Because if you're in a fight, or if you're in a fight with your business partner, or your kids are being rebellious, and at that moment, you go to communicate to them, and you're coming in like this, I don't want that. Guess what? Think they're listening to you? You think that really is staying in there? It's going right here and it's coming right out. Because imagine your spouse or your children or whoever or your business partner coming at you, screaming at you. You really think you're communicating? No. So communicating effectively is so important. You need to say, hey guys, I want to have a communication session with you. Like, we need to talk. There's something that is going wrong. I don't like the way it is. Or, hey, we need to communicate. Something's going so awesome. I love it. It's been so great for the past month. And again, all three, we're talking about all three people. Doesn't matter who you're communicating with. Is the communication, it has to be that we all know that we're sitting down because we're going to communicate. So that we could all be open ears and that it absorbs into this brain, into the heart, into that stomach, so that you can say, okay, whether it's good, bad, or just something you want to create new. Doesn't matter. So what I want you to do right now is write down 3 things that you have been afraid to communicate to either your spouse, to your business partner, to your employer, or to your children. What is it? There's something that you have because it happens to me. What I was telling you about on Thursday was something that I was holding back on, something that I wanted to communicate to Bobby, and it was just never the right time, like I said, because if you communicate something at the wrong time, it's the wrong conversation. It won't go through. Even though it's a good thing, it's a bad time, it's a bad communication. So write down whichever ones it is. Bobby and I had this for many years, many years.